Another insane week for the gaming industry this week, and I'm sweating already just thinking about all that running around I've had to do while talking about games and news we've gathered for you this week. Phew, so tiring. Oh hey, it's you! Welcome to Free to Play, your gaming news delivered to you straight from the factory and signed, sealed, delivered, it's yours. I'm Charlie K, and in this week's episode, we'll be talking about Fortnite's massive concert, Nintendo is in serious trouble, and just why is the gaming industry blowing up right now? Find out all the latest gaming news and so much more in this week's episode, but before we begin, we live stream right here on YouTube every Tuesday and Saturday, as well as bring you the latest in gaming news every Wednesday. So if you don't want to miss a single thing, why not consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss a single video. For our first bit of news, Call of Duty Mobile is having its own esports event with a prize pool of over $1 million in prizes. Online qualifiers start on April 30th and run until May 24th, when the actual tournament will begin. Call of Duty Mobile has seen tremendous success with over 100 million downloads in its first week of going live. Now, if only we had that many subscribers. Well, bad news if you're an Nvidia GeForce Now subscriber. Nvidia's cloud-based streaming service GeForce Now has lost titles from Xbox Game Studios, Dead Beast Studios, Codemasters, and Clay Entertainment. And that means you won't be able to access titles such as the Halo Master Chief Collection, Gears of War, or the Batman Arkham series via GeForce Now. This isn't the first time game publishers have pulled out from Nvidia's cloud-based service. Back in February, both Activision, Blizzard, and Bethesda pulled their games from the subscription service. Fortnite has seen a surge of players as Travis Scott held his concert inside the game to over 12 million players over the weekend. Those who participated in the event received exclusive in-game items where they got 2 exclusive loading screens and a special glider called the Astro World Cyclone Glider, all for free. This isn't the first time Fortnite has had crazy events happen within the game. Fortnite had an event for both the Avengers and Star Wars, as well as an in-game concert with Marshmello that amassed over 10 million players worldwide last year. The Last of Us Part 2 has leaked online. The Last of Us Part 2 had gameplay footage as well as some cutscenes leak on Twitter and Reddit, and then was later re-uploaded to YouTube. The cutscenes in particular spoiled major plot points of the game. In the scenes, Ellie and... Just kidding, we don't want it spoiled for us either, so try and avoid spoilers online. But because of the leaks, many fans are now rallying for Naughty Dog to release the game early digitally. Question is though, will they do it? The ESRB has released a new label for games that include loot box mechanics. Games that include loot boxes will now have to have a label that states that this game contains in-game purchases, including random items. There's been a lot of controversy of late regarding loot boxes, with it going as far as reaching politicians who have looked at banning loot boxes or random item mechanics from video games entirely. Nintendo are in a bit of trouble with gamers lately. Whilst everyone's out there trying to get their hands on the Nintendo Switch, even with stock shortages of late, seriously, these things are selling out in a matter of 2 days. You can find out all about the stock shortages in one of our previous episodes by clicking the card above. But Nintendo confirmed that over 160,000 Nintendo Network accounts have been affected by hacking attempts. Details such as nicknames, email addresses, dates of birth, names, addresses, and in some cases fraudulent purchases have been made. Nintendo has suggested activating two-factor authentication, advised those affected to change their passwords, and disabled access to the Nintendo Network via Nintendo Network IDs that were previously used on the Wii U and 3DS. Well, at least Nintendo were honest about the breach, I suppose. So the game industry is currently blowing up right now, and I don't mean in a bad way. As COVID-19 has everyone isolated at home, well, supposed to be anyway, people are finding that they need something to distract themselves from these troubling times. So what better way to do that by playing your favorite video game? Games like Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing, a game where you can build your village outdoors, has seen a great surge in sales. In fact, in the last week of March, game sales had surged by up to 63% compared to the previous year, according to GamesIndustry.biz. But it's not just video game sales. Twitch has also seen a massive surge of viewership, with up to 10% viewership, and YouTube Gaming has also seen an influx of viewership by up to 15%. According to The Hollywood Reporter, online gaming has also seen a surge of up to a whopping 75% during peak hours, while streaming is up by 12% in the US alone. Console sales also saw a surge in sales, as console sales have risen up to 155%, and well, the evidence is clear considering it's getting harder and harder to find both Nintendo Switches and even Xboxes in some cases. Although it is important to note that the physical sales of games saw an increase in sales by up to 238% in Australia, but actually were lower in places like Italy and Spain, where sales actually plummeted down by 48% compared to last year. So I guess it turns out there is a gamer in all of us. Well, that is all we have time for this week, but if you want to see all the latest action or watch our previous episode, be sure to click on the videos on the outro screen. This is Charlie K, Gamers Unite, and we will see you on the next level.